Interior, Ringer Media Lobby, morning. Jackie Webb enters Ringer Media, an impressive-looking office building in the middle of a big city downtown. She waves to a security guard, displays her pass card, and waits for the elevator. Interior, Pop Cult office, moments later. The elevator opens and Jackie walks into the open-concept Pop Cult office. It's very cool and hip. A drum set is hanging from the ceiling along with guitars and amps. Gold and platinum records decorate the walls. Giant pictures of interviews and concerts with big-name musicians and actors are everywhere. The office is a mix of white, red, and black walls with one giant neon sign that says Pop Cult. Jackie sits at a desk near a window. She turns on her laptop. Erin Flores, a 31-year-old TV producer, is already seated at the desk next to Jackie. She is beautiful and looks friendly even with her edgy outfit.
Good morning.
Erin looks up from her laptop as Jackie takes a seat at the next desk.
Brought you a yogurt.
Jackie reaches into her purse and retrieves 2 yogurt containers and hands one to Erin.
Ooh, you got the fancy kind. Where would I be without you taking care of me?
On the road to early onset osteoporosis.
Bleak, but fair.
I got you, boo.
Oh, so, speaking of booze, Dave has a friend.
I've only had one coffee. Have the decency to wait until I'm on my 3rd cup.
You didn't let me finish.
Go ahead.
Dave has a friend who...
Nope.
Rude.
You found the last good guy. That's it. Dave is off the market, and this city is filled with guys who mouth kiss their dogs and are best friends with their exes.
Again, bleak.
Tell me about it. I'm good, really. I love my job. I love my friends.
Erin smiles and bows.
Exactly. And my bangs have finally grown out. I'm good, honestly.
Ugh, fine. But I'm just going to say this once. You are a relationship person, and until you put yourself out there again, I will continue to scour the city for guys who are worthy of my amazing bestie. Now, what do you want to do for lunch today? I need to go back to Aldo and look at those black heels for the 4th time this week and still not make a decision.
That sounds good. I want to look for new wedges. And maybe...
Jackie's sentence is interrupted by the ping of her email. She looks over at her monitor.
What the hell? Burford wants to meet with me?
Erin quickly rolls her chair over to Jackie's desk and the 2 women inspect the email.
I didn't think Ian Burford knew who you were.
I didn't think he even knew Pop Cult was still in the air.
What does the president of Ringer Media want with you?
Maybe this was sent to the wrong Jackie?
I don't know, but according to the email, there is supposed to be a Jackie Webb in his office in 3 minutes.
Jackie scrambles to grab a pair of high heels from under her desk and replaces the sneakers she's wearing. She checks her makeup in her phone screen.
Shit!
Erin poofs Jackie's hair to give it volume.
You look great. Just go and try to sound smart.
Jackie gets up and stops, looking at her friend.
What does that mean?
Don't say shit.
Shit, right. Bye.
Jackie runs down the hall to the elevator. Interior Ringer Media hallway, moments later. The elevator doors open and Jackie steps onto the top floor of Ringer Media. It is pristine and all white, the opposite of Pop Cult. Women in power suits and $500 Louboutins walk with men in $5,000 suits. At the end of the hall is a receptionist, Claudette Gauthier, an attractive, stern, and petite woman in her late 20s. Jackie stands in front of Claudette and clears her throat.
Jackie Webb for Ian Burford.
And Mike Wayans.
Jackie spins around to see her boss, Mike, has appeared next to her.
You're in this too?
Whatever this is.
Thank God. I didn't want to go in alone.
Claudette continues typing on her keyboard and doesn't look up. Jackie looks around the empty hallway.
Jackie Webb and Mike Wayans for...
I heard you.
Right.
Claudette continues typing and then picks up her phone and begins texting.
Okay.
Okay?
Go in.
Claudette's intonation sounds as if all her sentences should end with duh. Jackie and Mike turn towards the towering black doors. There's no door handle, and Jackie tries pushing both sides and then moves back and forth, attempting to activate a sensor. A tiny snicker can be heard off-screen from Claudette.
Just hold your hand in front.
Jackie holds up her right hand, and the door slowly opens. Jackie and Mike enter Ian Burford's office, which is large and impressive. His long desk has white leather legs and a white marble top. The carpet is white, and there are 2 black velvet chairs in front of his desk. A 12-foot black board-room table with 10 chairs around it is on one side of the office, and a long black leather couch is on the other side. The immaculate office has a stunning view of the city. The back of Burford's chair is to Jackie, and Mike and he is speaking loudly into his cell phone.
I don't give a shit if Toronto Life wants to feature our house. We're not remodeling, Susan. We remodeled a year ago, and now I have to work until I die. Then, when I do die, you're going to have to bury me in that goddamn $10,000 ottoman because we won't be able to afford a casket.
Ian pauses for a response.
I don't care. Every time a magazine calls, I lose money, and I'm tired of losing goddamn money.
Ian Burford swivels around in his chair and slams down his cell phone onto his desk. He's in his late 40s, clean-shaven with dark, slicked-back hair. Handsome and intimidating. He takes a breath and then looks at Mike.
Mike.
Mike nods.
Jackie Webb.
Jackie nods.
Present.
Ian furrows his brow and Jackie sinks back into her chair.
Let's hear how you're going to fix this nasty pop cult situation.
What situation?
Mike, does your team not read the news?
Mike looks at Jackie.
Pepsi, Maybelline, and Coors just dropped us.
Those are our biggest sponsors.
That's right, which means there's going to be another round of layoffs today. The board is giving Pop Cult a Hail Mary by keeping the doors open for 1 more month. Jackie, your specials have done well, so if you and Mike and whoever is left after today can come up with something that gets advertisers interested again, I can go back to the board and try to convince them to keep Pop Cult on a little longer.
You're the president of Ringer Media. Isn't it your decision?
Everyone has bosses, Jackie.
Jackie takes a deep breath and looks like she's been punched.
Pop Cult is an institution. It can't close. What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting you fix it. Do whatever you have to do and do it fast. You have 1 month, and if you can't do something to convince the board that Pop Cult is worth the airtime and office space, it's gone. And I assure you, it won't be replaced by anything resembling a music television station.
Ian finishes speaking and picks up his phone, turning around in his chair to signal that the meeting is over. Interior, Ringer Media hallway, continuous. Jackie and Mike slowly walk down the hallway. They pass the door to the women's washroom, and Jackie quickly turns and rushes in. Jackie runs into a stall and throws up. Interior, Gypsy Bar, evening. Jackie spots Erin and her boyfriend Dave at the crowded bar. They've managed to get a high table and save Jackie a spot. Erin jumps off her stool to hug Jackie and whispers,
I love you. Be nice.
Jackie looks confused.
Jackie, there you are. This is my buddy Henry.
An attractive man in his early 30s nods at Jackie and holds out his hand to shake.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Jackie shoots eye daggers at Erin, who pretends to not notice.
Henry is allergic to dogs, and he's from Vancouver, so none of his exes live here.
Henry and Dave both give Erin a confused look, which she again pretends to not notice. Jackie tries to make an effort.
So you're from the West Coast.
Yeah, I just moved here a few months ago. I work with Dave.
Very cool.
And you work with Erin, right? Man, I didn't even know Pop Cult was still on the air. I thought that station got canned years ago.
Dave quickly jumps in.
Henry, let's go get some drinks.
Henry shrugs and heads to the bar with Dave. Jackie turns to Erin.
Hate you.
Love you.
I'm not dating.
I know. That's why Henry is here.
I'm not dating Henry.
Fine. Dave's office is 80% dudes. It's like a total sausage fest.
I'm not dating anyone Dave works with.
No problem. He plays in a softball league, too.
I'm leaving.
Stop. I'm kidding.
Jackie raises her eyebrows at Erin.
Kinda.
Jackie sighs.
I'm just not ready.
Okay. I'm sorry. We can revisit this topic at a later date.
Next year.
Week.
Jackie pauses.
Hey, I said I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Jackie has difficulty making eye contact.
No, I didn't want to say anything earlier, but I met with Burford and Mike.
Oh, Mike was there.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, E. I'm so sorry, but they're gonna let you go.